Hey, welcome back to the Gunpla Network. I'm Murdoch, and today we are reviewing the high-grade Build Divers Rize Gundam Anima Rize. Try saying that 3 times fast. This review isn't sponsored per se, as this kit was a gift to me from a good friend of the channel, the Gato38, as he's known on YouTube. Alright, so lore dump time. The Anima Rize is from a side story that takes place near the events of Rize, and as such incorporates pretty much all of the gimmicks that Hiroto's Core Gundams and Planet Systems have, and is operated by the 87th EL Diver, that's Electronic Life Form, for those of you that haven't watched either Build Diver series. Think the ISOs from Tron Legacy. Dude saw Hiroto use the Earth 3 configuration and decided he wanted to adopt that styling for his Gunpla for himself. The in-universe builder of his Gunpla kit is his caretaker, Tetsuya Yuragi, and the real-world mechanical designer of the Anima Rize is Kanetake Ebikawa. Now, nuts and bolts about this kit, the Anima Rize. Its MSRP is roughly 2,200 yen. Its base kit is actually the high-grade Mars 4 Gundam, and as such, while there's a bit of a palette swap going on, by and large you can build both the actual Anima Rize or swap out some of the respective parts and create the Mars 4. The big difference here is that it's almost like the Astray turned red, where the red and white color marking is swapped. Except in this case, while the original white parts are pretty much all red, the formerly red parts are now clear. The Core Gundam Rize itself is at its core a Core Gundam. Yeah, puns aplenty. And has a pretty wide range of motion. Legs will split out to about 120 degrees, and the shoulders and arms can stretch out and do a Y pose with the palms facing the ground. And the head, well, it can turn all around and do that awesome head banging motion. The main differences with this little guy are the face protector, the V-fin, and the backpack, really. Only one big beam whip or saber and hilt for that matter, and it comes with the parts for a base Core Gundam shield, but there's no obligation to use it. It also comes with parts for the support craft in the same styling as the U-Raven, along with extra hand parts and places to put nearly everything. I had to get creative, but it is possible to mount all the Anima parts on one of these support flyer craft. With all those Voltron feeling parts on, the Anima Rize definitely has a bit of Voltron feel with those color-coded animal stickers and that Core Gundam Planet System transforming gimmick we love so much. It looks like a completely different machine and evokes some of that wild animal imagery that Rize wants to convey. I added a bit of extra paint in places to help accentuate the parts separation, but all in all, this kit does color separation very well on its own. In terms of articulation, the Anima Rize form is only a little more limited thanks to those massive forearm guards and the backpack accessory. I had built this kit a while ago, so my impressions of that experience aren't fresh. But it was like my 5th or 6th Core Gundam kit at that point. Only hard modification I've done is separate the front armor skirt bits and painted extras notwithstanding. So how does it look on the shelf? Well, amongst its peers, whom I've thoroughly kit bashed in this case, that's probably not a fair assessment. Although a few of them were totally worth the tweaks. I'll let you be the judge. That being said, he looks kind of plain among these over-the-top core brethren, so what does he look like with other kits? Well, with the souped up V2 as a token peer, it's only a little bigger than Grandpa and still shorter than the Beyond. But the Anima is definitely calling all the attention to it with those saturated colors. No two ways about it. Even just core mode. That little red guy demands your attention. No excuses. At least amongst a somewhat more muted palette anyway. Final thoughts? This kit is not just fun to build, it's fun to play with and kit bash. And like there's a whole community just devoted to Core Gundam kit bashing. And as far as that goes, like this is the nature of the Build Divers and the Build Fighters lines entirely. Have fun playing with it and kit bashing it. I might leave this particular guy how he is though, because he's loud and different enough without me having to do anything to make him look bigger or have even more gimmicks. Tell me what you've kit bashed with your Core Gundams in the comments. That's it for this review, so until next time, I'm Murdoch, and on behalf of the Gunpla Network, keep building.